Alabama and several other organizations are concerned about transparency regarding polling locations. On Monday, the group sent a joint letter to the Secretary of State asking for a uniform list of statewide polling locations. WAFA 48's Duquan Lee joins us from the Madison County Courthouse. Duquan, you spoke to an organizer with one of these advocacy groups about why this joint letter was actually sent.
Absolutely, Liz. When I spoke to this organizer with Lift Your Vote, she told me that transparency helps everybody in the state, especially when it comes to why polling places are closed. She tells me polling places have closed before, forcing voters to extend their commute to cast their ballots. Prior to Tuesday's general election, 6 voting rights advocates sent a letter to the Secretary of State's office asking for transparency on polling locations and the closure of polling places. Jessica Barker, co-founder of Lift Our Voice, is a part of that group that sent the letter.
We realize that there are areas across the state of Alabama who don't have like a centralized listing of polling locations in their area.
The letter claims some counties don't publish a list of voters and their respective polling locations, while others publish inaccurate or contradictory information.
We know transparency is key. We want for all of our voters to be able to go to one place and pull any county across the state of Alabama and get the listing of those precincts that are associated with that county.
Barker says creating a uniform list would help organizers determine if there are enough precincts in each county for voters to access the polls without going to extreme lengths to do so. But Secretary of State John Merrill says creating that list isn't required under any statute in Alabama law.
A uniform list of polling places in the state of Alabama is not required by any statute. It is required that that list be published by the local probate judges in all 67 counties and by all 68 judges. That has already been met in each and every instance.
Now, the Secretary of State's office does have a website that would allow you to insert your residential address and find out exactly where you're going to go to place your vote. Now, the midterm elections will take place November 8th, and that's on Tuesday. Reporting live in Huntsville, Duquan Lee, WAFF 48 News, on your side.
Now.